we will not fail to be talking about diabetes. It's a very big scourge. You know, in this program, we've talked about millions of people that are diabetic, and we were told that more than 2 million in Nigeria are having serious diabetes. More than 2 million. Or is it 2 million? Is it 2 million? Maybe I'm quoting the wrong figure. The figure is very, very big. A lot of people are diabetic. But the problem is many people are not still aware that they are diabetic. So I want to advise that if you don't know your diabetic status, it's better you go to a diabetic center to go and check. You know, we have so many diabetic centers spread across the nation. We have mentioned some on this program. There is a diabetic center at Diabetic Support Center, that's the name. It's being financed by some NGOs, you know, and they have chosen some hospitals where they have all these diabetes center. For example, in Benin, they have a general hospital in Benin. I think they have in General Hospital Auchi. Then they have in General Hospital Akure. General Hospital Lagos. And of course, the only privileged private hospital there is Subol Hospital. That is in Alimosho local government. So those of you who are within Ikeja and its axis, you can go to Alimosho local government and you see what they do at the Diabetes Support Center at Subol Hospital. This is not meant to be an advert. It is to create enlightenment. Because there are many people who are even at Alimosho who may not know that this kind of center is there. And come to think of it, it's not even expensive. In some cases, the services are free. So you don't have to be afraid of what you are going to pay. We are saying all these things because diabetes treatment is not just a piece of cake. And it's not a thing you can diagnose yourself. And at this point, I want to also warn those of us who do free, like to do self-medication. A particular prescription that has not been given by doctors, we want to be very, very careful. Doctors have been trained to diagnose illness. So you cannot just sit in your house or probably somebody just come to you, tell you to take this, this and that. Without proper diagnosis, you'll be putting your life at risk. And in medicine, so far the diagnosis is faulty, the treatment will be faulty. So there's no two way to it. Or especially those of you who will see certain things on the internet and you'll be taking it without trying to confirm the authenticity of that therapy. We have to be very careful. You see certain things on the internet, before you know it, some people will be preparing certain things and they will be drinking it. They will turn their mouth to dustbin, dumping all sorts of things in their mouth. That is not acceptable. You are not helping yourself by so doing. Go to people that are competent to diagnose you. Let them pinpoint what the problem is. It is after you have been diagnosed. For example, in diabetes, what type of diabetes are you having? Is it insipidus or is it mellitus? How will you know? Is it type 2 or type 1? Many of us don't even know the difference between those ones. But if you go to this center, they'll be able to explain to you. And furthermore, they'll be able to counsel you on what and what you should not eat. If you don't obey that rule, even if you take talisman, it's not going to work. You know, because it is a metabolic disorder. So you have to follow that one. There is need for you to really watch what you eat. Then lifestyle is very important. Lifestyles. If you are diabetic, you shouldn't be the one that is living a sedentary life. Sitting down in one place, exercise, babu. And you want to be using medicine. The medicine will not work. You need to do some exercise. But when we say exercise again, let's break it down. We are not saying you should go to the gym and start lifting things. That's not what we are saying. They will look at your heart cardiopulmonary situation before cardiovascular situation before they will be able to recommend the precise exercise for you that will suit your purpose. So don't just say because some people are running up and down, you now join them. You know, that would be tantamount to taking a very big risk, and that could be counterproductive. And but then I always maintain that if you have been diagnosed with diabetic, it's not a death sentence. As you know, in this program, we always God has given us the opportunity to be able to probe into other areas of therapies, to be able to see those ones that will be very, very useful, especially in complementary alternative medicine and herbal medicine. We have a lot of alternatives, a lot of choice. So diabetes, just like cancer and HIVs, are no death sentences. Diabetes too is not a death sentence. It can be cured. Not that it can be managed. It can be cured. So let's get that one very, very clearly. I want to acknowledge some letters that we received over the week. We love your program. Please, is HIV/AIDS treatable? I don't know why this one is always a controversy. Some people still never believe. There's nothing you will tell them to convince them that HIV/AIDS is treatable. But the answer to that is yes. That is Martins from Port Harcourt. The answer is yes. HIV/AIDS is treatable. All you need to do is make sure you are watching this program every week. You know, especially when we get to the next segment. Whether it is treatable or not, we find out. But I'm telling you that it is treatable. So for the fact that they tell you certain things in the hospital, or certain doctors tell you certain things are not treatable, that one is not cast on stone. It's not cast on stone, because God is the only one who can say certain things are possible or not. And in medicine, they say never. So HIV is treatable. I can say that anyway. Can we take herbal medicine during the fasting period? That is Salam from Surulere. That's another good question. If you are very sick, even the religion of Islam or even in Christianity allow that when you are sick, you should take care of yourself first. Because it's only people that are healthy that could fast. If you are not healthy and you are fasting, though I recognize that fasting sometimes is a therapy on its own. But when you are sick, you should take your medicine as prescribed by your doctors. If your doctor say, take this medicine 3 times daily, people like that, you must take it as the doctor has prescribed with food. So meaning that you have to excuse yourself from fasting. Without being biased, that is what the medical law says. So take your medicine as at when you know you are sick. Especially if it is a life-threatening disease. If you don't take your medicine, that will be tantamount to committing suicide.